Alright, as promised, I'm going to do a review of the Jetboil stove. What you see here, bar the gas cylinder that is inside, which I'll show you in a sec, comes with it when you buy it in the shops. So let's break it down and we'll put it together, show you how quick it goes together, how easily it comes back down and goes back inside itself. We're going to boil some water, show you how quick it does actually boil, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to take off the lid. Bearing in mind I'm doing this with one hand because I'm holding the camera with the other, so you'll have to excuse if it looks a bit clumsy. I'm going to get a tripod for this camera anyway, so it looks a little bit better. Okay, so the lid comes off. It's got a little vent in there and it's got a sipping hole at the other side there. The vent is for basically letting out steam, releasing the pressure. You've got the cage mount which comes off. I'll show you what that's for in a sec. The gas cylinder, obviously that speaks for itself. This bit comes out of there also. This is where the actual flame comes out, and it's got the thread for the gas cylinder there, and also that button is the spark to ignite the gas. And last but not least is the small stand which goes on the bottom of the gas cylinder just to keep it stable if it's on like on the ground or whatever. But I'm going to put it all together now. I mean, it's amazing that all that fits inside there. So oh, and also let's see if I can do this on the bottom here. Let me put this down a sec. The bottom, this comes off, and basically obviously that's where the flame hits the bottom of the cup. And this is just like a little stirring cup, or you can drink out of it, but it also protects the fins at the bottom of the Jetboil there. Alright, let's put it together and we'll get boiling. Alright, so here's everything laid out. Like I said before, everything you see here, apart from this, comes with the system itself. These are only a couple of quid and they last for ages. I had one which I used on average twice a day, and it lasted probably about a week to 9 days, which was boiling a full amount of water 2 or 3 times a day. So these are fantastic, but they also come in these slightly larger sizes. I guess it's twice the size. Yeah, and we did. I mean, I took this one on the trip and we didn't even use it. I mean, there's so much gas in there. I mean, you're talking about a good month's worth of cooking fuel there. But yeah, I bought 2 of these. One I didn't even use. This one is, you can kind of still hear it. There's still a load in there, so they last forever. So I'll put this one back, and yeah, we'll put this together. So everything's been taken out now. You can see the bottom there. There's the underside of it. The cover is like it's kind of like wetsuit material, that sort of neoprene kind of stuff. And when you boil it, when it is at the right temperature, this changes colour. I'll show you that in a sec when we boil some water. It's got a strap here with just kind of general, you know, safety guidelines for if you're an idiot and you spill it on yourself. Basically, they're covering themselves there. So yeah, so there you go, and it's got a little kind of strap mount there. If you want to put in your knife and fork, you can just kind of stick it in there like a little sort of pocket. All right, and this kind of obviously you can hold it with a strap like that and drink it like that. But you can hold it on the side there. You know, it keeps it. It's not too uncomfortable to touch. So let's put it together, and we'll get cracking. Okay, first things first, just unfold the base for the cylinder. I'm going to put this camera down so I can do it properly. Hopefully I still get a good picture. Okay, so that's how it sits on the floor. It's got these little rubber pads here, so it's quite grippy. And the cylinder just sits in. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but I guess that's a good thing. You don't want anything loose, especially when it comes to gas. And you just take off the valve at the top there. Shows the screw on the top. that's when you attach the actual burner bit itself. Now there's a little lever under here. I always forget to flip it when I attach it on. That comes out like that. Just attach it, screw it on. It's a big thread, so it screws on real easy. A couple of turns and you're on. That's done. Next thing, oh, actually I'll show you at this point here. You can either, if you're going to boil some water for your food or whatever, you can stick that on and then you're ready to go. But if you have like a pan, like a frying pan or whatever, and you want to put some food in it that way, this thing comes really handy. These bits flip out on the side. You just attach it to the side there, so that stays on like that. So basically what you got there is a nice little stove to put a pan on top. Now Jetboil, they do actually sell the pans that you can buy to put on here. I mean, you don't have to buy their ones. I mean, they are really expensive. I think they're about £25 for a frying pan. I mean, the handle folds in and it all looks very cool and everything, but to be honest, I'll show you what I use. And all it is, obviously take this junk out. That's my knife and fork that I use. I'll show you that in a sec. But basically, all it is just a little mess tin that I bought from eBay. It's about £2. And it's perfect, and it just sits on the top there, boils away. I mean, this metal is quite thin, so this gets really hot really quickly. And my friend on the trip had one. He would fry up some bacon, we'd chuck a load of beans in here, you can fry eggs in here, chuck it all in and just eat straight out of the pan as it's heating up. So it's super quick, super simple, and yeah, it's a nice little touch. And obviously that folds in, you can put all your other stuff in there, keep your bag nice and condensed. So we'll stick that back up there. Okay, so let's take this off. We're going to boil some water. Just show you how quick it goes. There is a mark inside here. You can kind of see it there. Safe level 2 cups. Now that's 2 of these size cups, like a standard mug. So I'm going to fill this up with water, put it in there, stick it on the boil, stick the lid on, and I'll show you how quick this thing boils. Okay, so I've filled it up, 2 cups worth, just goes just above the line there. I mean, on the trip I could have filled up to that point in there. I mean, it only says that's a safe level because when it starts boiling it can spit and go over the edge, but I mean, just use your common sense, you know. So that's basically 2 large cups of tea in there, or whatever you fancy. So I'm going to stick it back on. Just turn it until these little notches go in there. Turn it again, that locks it in place. Stick the lid on, that goes on firm. Turn the gas. Actually, let's find it. We can turn the button on at the same time. Gas goes on. Hit the button. Flame comes on. Okay. So we'll do a little countdown. That was at 55 seconds. So we'll say a minute. Oops. There goes the GoPro. So whilst that's boiling away, I'm going to show you my little knife and fork set that I got. I've got everything you see here I got from Black's camping shop. They do everything, real good stuff in there. A little bit pricey, but not too bad. Yeah, so basically it's all your cutlery, but it just folds out. You've got a nice little folder. It comes with a little bottle opener, which opens up there. Then you've got your fork there, and obviously this is kind of hard to do in one hand. Hold on a sec. And your knife. So there's all your gear, and it all folds up into this tiny pouch here. The good thing with this pouch, you can, it's got a little buckle at the back there, just unpop that and you can actually stick that on the side there, so you can have your cutlery and your Jetboil all together in one unit. Real compact, real quick. So let's see this thing boiling away. Like I said before, bear in mind how small this tin is. It just goes on and on and on. It really is a fantastic thing. I'll show you actually around the side there. This is the colour indicator. As you can see, it changing colour now. Before it was just clear. It's starting to go a little bit orange. So we are 1 minute in. That's 1 minute. And I can feel the heat coming off that already. You'll see the steam coming out of that vent at the top there, a little safety vent. Just move my finger out of the way, that bit there. And obviously, if you've got, like, say, you know, soup or your coffee, you can actually make your coffee inside here. It comes with a percolator. All the kit all folds down. Yeah. So it's a real neat little system. You can see that changing colour really quickly now. That's really cool. So that's pretty much nearly done. But yeah, like I said, you can drink your coffee straight out of here, or you can pour it into a cup. I've got one of these little camping cups, you know, a little hole there. Just a standard metal cup, which I use just for height, you know, just for cleanliness really. Shows you cleaning this out all the time. But that is pretty much it. So that took what, 1 minute and 20 seconds thereabouts. You can kind of hear it boiling away now. I mean, these I think Jetboil have patented these fins to disperse the heat in such a way that it heats it up really quick. So that's completely clear before, but now that's yellow. It's just a good visual guide. You can see the steam. So remember, I filled it up more than what they recommend to do. You might see a few bubbles coming up the top there when it really gets going. But I mean, this is quicker than my kettle that I've got at home, even doing the same amount of water. And this is all done in real time. I'm not speeding this up or anything like that. Obviously, just look at the marker on the bottom of your YouTube screen. You can see how quick it's done it. And there you go. It's boiling away, so it's done. So I'm going to turn this off now. That's fully boiling now. You can see that, look. That's full power. So I'm going to turn that off. And you're ready to go. And also, you know, it's just boiled. Obviously, that's still showing that it's heat, and you can hold it, no problem. I mean, it is hot, but it's not burning hot. I can hold that, you know, indefinitely. But like I said, you've got the strap there if you want to hold it like that as well. Still steam coming at the top. So let's empty it out, put it all together. Okay, so that's empty now. Let's take this off. I mean, you've got to be careful. Once it's boiled, when you pull this off, the steam comes rushing out and it'll burn you. So, you know, just use common sense. It'll come off. Okay, so inside's done. I've just dried it off with a bit of tissue, real easy, real quick. Let's put it all back together. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to take it off the same way that I put it together. This unscrews. Always flip this bit back. That goes like that. Put the cap back on, take off the stand for the gas canister, that folds up like that. Okay, so I mean, obviously it comes with instructions, but this thing let me just show you inside here. I've kept this because I kept on forgetting how to put it back together. I was getting it wrong, and yet you kind of have to get it right to stop things rattling around and make sure the lid's on properly and all that sort of stuff. So it comes with this little diagram of how you put it together, what bits go in first, what bits go in last. So let's get started. First of all, what goes in is the base for the canister. That just sits in there. Then, just going back like that, you drop in the sort of burner bit. That slots in like that. Then you get the canister itself. That pops in like that. Then you get your little sort of frying pan kind of cage thing. Just stick your handles back in like so. All folds up really easy. That goes in like that. Then, I mean, that's everything inside now, but you still got room. You could put little sachets of sugar in there, tea bags, whatever, you know, even a slightly larger gas cylinder, because you still got about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch gap still left there. Stick the lid back on. That goes on easy. Then you've got your cup there. If you poured your tea into there, obviously you can use that. That just goes on, and that is the whole system back in one place. There you go. So, I mean, that's cooled down real quick now, so that's pretty much cold to touch within a few minutes of it being boiling. So you can stick that back in your backpack or your panniers or whatever, and it's a great little stove, well designed. You know, I love things that are designed really well, and I mean, it's expensive. You can get cheaper ones, but they might be a bit more clumsy and a bit more fiddly to use. This one's perfect. I thoroughly recommend it. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do some more reviews of biker related stuff in the coming weeks. I've got my other video of the Yarai X4 tour helmet, and obviously the GoPro mount test which I did on the Triumph Explorer. Have a look at that. If you like it, please subscribe. Okay, alright, cheers guys, take it easy, bye.